Lewis and Clark is part of the third round of funding, and the consortium that is represented here is part of the third round of funding that over the past 3 years, over $1.5 billion have been awarded to community colleges across the country. That is a huge and unprecedented investment in the capacity of our nation's community college system. And understand, this is part of the President's agenda in the midst of still recovering from the greatest economic collapse this nation has seen outside of the Great Depression. While we had to take a number of measures to stabilize the financial system and the housing market, the President thought it was critical that we continue to invest in programs that will provide skills to the citizens of these communities. While there's a debate raging about deficit reduction and it has to be done and done in a responsible manner, the President believes that it has to be a balanced approach. We can ill afford to continue to cut and gut programs that are providing economic opportunities as represented by the program that we're here acknowledging today. So the tax program, as you're fully aware, strengthens the workforce, gives our citizens the marketable skills that lead to good middle-class jobs, and it strengthens the overall economy by providing a pipeline of talented workers that are in demand by today's employers. Again, I've traveled across the country and talked to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, well, dozens of small business owners and medium-sized business owners who have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of job openings. And one of the number one things that they contend with is the fact that while they have openings, they are not having the pipeline of individuals with the skills and the talents that are needed to immediately fill those openings. So as we still battle to bring, help create jobs, or help create an environment where jobs are being created to bring the unemployment rate down, we're finding people who have been unemployed for longer than they would like to be, longer than they should have been. And we're finding employers that have job openings, but what we're trying to do is bring together the confluence of those who have employment opportunities, those who need to be employed, but how do we make sure that those skills are being made? And that's the critical role that community colleges play. So again, here in Illinois and in other parts of the country, it's something that we're starting to see more and more investments in, and those investments are really starting to pay off and improve the quality of life of those individuals. What's also important is that we do this in an efficient manner, not just training for the sake of training. In an environment of scarce resources, when we invest training dollars, we want to make sure that the curricula that is being taught at these community colleges is in line and aligned with the skills that are needed by the employers. Too often in the past, we had training programs that were of good intention, but ultimately, sometimes when the individuals went through those training programs, they didn't find themselves with industry-recognized credentials or marketable skills. That is changing, and has changed with the rollout of these programs over the past few years. The community colleges are required to work with employers in the labor market. They're required to collaborate with the stakeholders to make sure that when these dollars are invested, they're invested and the curricula is designed to make sure that the individuals have marketable skills. Make sure that they're trained on equipment, not from 20 years ago or 10 years ago, but the most recent, most modern equipment. So when they're training here at the campus and then they go out into the shop floor, they are familiar with how to operate that equipment. It makes them that much more marketable and helps those businesses be that much more profitable. The President has said repeatedly that the best way to strengthen this economy is to build it from not the top down, but from the middle out. And providing these skills and providing these economic opportunities helps to solidify a middle class. And when middle class does well in this country does well, because people then have the consumer confidence to spend. They have the consumer confidence to think that they can put money away. They have the confidence to know that their economic opportunities exist and their upward mobility exists. So that's how the President has been making it a priority to continue to strengthen the middle class. And as a result, we have started to see the economic environment in this country improve. Not at the rate that we would like, but certainly it's a direct result of the investments that we've made and the people who are represented here today.